What if one mysterious box showing up on your doorstep or one controversial treatment center could change your life forever? I just finished reading both of Nikki Erlich's books and she quickly became one of my favorite authors. She writes in the most genre-bendy type of way. I would say these are like speculative fiction mixed with sci-fi and contemporary fiction all together. The first book she published is probably the one that you know her from. This one's called The Measure. It was published like 3 years ago and it was a fast hit on Book Talk. Everybody's obsessed with this one for good reason. Now in this one, everybody wakes up for what seems to be a completely normal day until they open their doors and on their doorstep is a mysterious box. Now everybody in the world got this box. Some people choose to open it, some don't, and inside this box is just simply a string. Now where this gets crazy is that the string represents how long you are going to live, so the longer the string is, the more years you have left in your life. Now this creates, of course, kind of like a dystopian society because some people want to know, some people don't want to know, some people try to destroy their boxes, but the boxes cannot be destroyed. This creates conflict for like government positions of people arguing that only long stringers should be the ones taking those positions because they won't be dying in the next few years. It gets crazy and hectic fast, but my favorite part about this book is that you follow a bunch of different storylines and the kind of character dive that you get to go on with them is really moving. This book definitely played with my heart and broke it at times, but in like the best of ways. I didn't expect to feel so much emotion reading this book, but I absolutely loved it. And that brings us to her new book that just released today as I'm recording this, so by the time you're watching this, this is already out. This one is called The Poppy Fields. This one has another really unique premise. It follows this kind of controversial healing center that promises a cure for the brokenhearted. We follow a group that was at first strangers and they're all headed to the same treatment center, and we're kind of getting a dive again on all of those different characters and how their stories have led them here. Now the process of this treatment basically involves falling asleep and staying asleep for an extended period of time, and when you wake up from this treatment you are healed from your heartbreak and you feel okay to go on with your life. But the catch is that there is a side effect that does affect a portion of the people who go through this treatment. They're very transparent about this side effect, so people are still willing to go through with it anyways, but that side effect is way more serious than you might think. This one's a story of healing and self-discovery. It follows forgiveness and found friendship across the entire book, and I again loved the deep dive that we got into the characters and the different walks of life that we got to read about. So if you're looking for a book to read that is very genre bendy and is going to keep you thinking about the book way past reading that last page, then I definitely recommend both of these because these were so amazing. If you've read either of these, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you've read this one and you didn't know this one came out, then I highly recommend giving this one a read.